but fun. I love doing these shows. I'm so happy to be back here. How many have been to these songwriter series? Quite a few. How many have been to my show when I've been here, or my songwriter series? A few? Yes? Well, you might hear some of the same old jokes, but laugh, okay? I do love this because it gets to just be very comfortable and kind of like sitting in a living room that's quite large. And I'm going to sing some songs, tell you some stories, and I really do encourage a lot of questions because I love that. And I love country music. I've written in all different genres, and I love all music. But you know what I listen to in the morning is WSM radio. Because I still love all those, I do. Because they play the new stuff and the old stuff, and they play Americana. And I'm just a country music fan. And I've had the honor of writing some of those songs that that actually get played on those stations. Although the other day the river came on, which I'm going to play right now, as a matter of fact. And my daughter went, "Mom, it's your song." I said, "Yeah." And then she turned the channel. I swear to you. It was like, "Oh, that's cool," and went to a pop station. Anyway, I gave away this next song I was going to play. I met Garth Brooks when he was living in a tiny little house in East Nashville, and I was living in a tinier little house in East Nashville. And we met and started writing songs, and he hadn't had his first record come out yet. But we became really close, fast friends, and we were big, wide-eyed dreamers who really wanted to make it in this business. And this song really sums up where we were at the time, but probably still sums up where we are now. And I think it's gotten, other than the dance or with the dance, his most letters and emails about this song, because people have used it for so many different things. I get a lot of letters from people who use it, classes that used it for graduation, which is really nice. So it goes like this. And I try to talk Garth out of using the word vessel, because I thought that was a weird word. And now vessel is one of my favorite words. I go to the bank, I say vessel. You know, a dream is like a river, ever changing as it flows. And a dreamer is just a vessel. about that song?
Yeah, what word did you want to substitute for vessel?
I don't know, boat or something. Vessel just seems so like pimple. Vessel, it's a weird word. But he was right. It's a beautiful word. I now love it. I'm telling you.
Could you share the story of the lighters? Because that was funny.
Oh, you've definitely seen me before. Thank you. You can all remind me of that. When we wrote that song in my little house in East Nashville, which I drove by recently, I hadn't been there in years, and it was even smaller than I remembered. I mean, it was small. But we wrote the song at that house, and he was sitting, after we put it on the boombox, cassette tape, and he was sitting on the floor, and I was sitting on the couch, and we were playing it over and over again, because we were pretty proud of it. And he said, can't you just imagine a stadium full of people waving their lighters and singing along? And I thought, oh, this boy is so delusional. That never happens in country music. So I learned my lesson. Vessel and dream even bigger. I mean, I thought I was a big dreamer, but he was fantastic. And I write kind of different with Garth than I write with most people. My stuff comes out more folky with Garth, which is funny because I wouldn't think of myself as folky, but we both had this kind of James Taylor influence. And one little side story, and then we'll get off the river, but about 8 months ago, Garth was inducted along with Connie Smith, can't remember the other one. Pig.
Hargis Pig Robin.
Pig Hargis. Thank you. Into the Country Music Hall of Fame. And it's a really elite, lovely ceremony, and they have some stars come out and sing their songs. And it just fills this place. And I've been invited, and I took my, at the time, 11-year-old daughter. So we came here, and we got early, and we sat kind of right in the middle, and she's reading the program. Everybody's kind of still on a little cocktail hour, and she's reading that little program, and she goes, hey, Mom, somebody's going to sing your song, The River. And I was like, oh, that's nice. She goes, who's James Taylor? Give me that. Really? So he was down here, and he sang The River. It was Trisha singing background. It was just, this was both of ours, Garth and ours, idol. And afterwards, I came down, and I was like, I want to meet Garth. So he took me over with my daughter, and he couldn't have been lovelier. And Garth said, we totally, stole everything we could to, with influence to write this song. And he's like, oh my God. I said, first of all, we don't say steal. We pay homage. And he said, I pay homage to a lot of people myself. Don't worry about it. That was really cool. Oh my goodness. Now what?